Yes, I'd like to be anarchy in the city. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Well, I am an herbal healer, and I am a good dealer. Oh, yeah. Yes, I wanna be anarchy in the city. Dun, 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 dun. What you doing there, sister? I don't know. Good to see you. Yeah, we reclaimed some space and dug up some land and planted a bunch of clover. Now it's ready. You know what? It's ready. It's for herbal, edible, and healing foods now. Yes, I'm going to plant a herbal spiral garden in there locally, which will have lots of beneficial herbs and roots and so forth arranged nicely. And then we'll have also an edible food garden, fabulous edible food forest, urban edible food forest. We're going to do, yes, that's correct, that's correct. We're finding, we're taking control of our water. That's correct. We've sued Nestle. Nestle's gone, and the Resnicks and all those interests, but they're all gone. And we're working with a council of elders from among the local tribes here and from among just wise people from around the area that have a love of the Bay Area. We're putting them in charge of the hydrology, which is amazing. So now we have amazing running freshwater, and we're ready to do things with that, as well as healthier combination wetlands and everything. It's all coming back. It's all getting better because yes, I'd like to be actual anarchy in the city. Da, 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 da. All right. Yeah, there was a time when even like the Black Panthers and different various groups were calling for what they pointed out is, hey, if you don't control any of your land or any of the food production, in other words, if the most of the land has been converted into rental property and rented to and bought up by foreign LLCs, then you really don't have a whole lot of power at the end of the day. Also, if you're not controlling your food production and you're just kind of eating the crappy food off the Lay's trucks, the distribution trucks that come into the urban food deserts here. Yeah, if you're kind of living off one of those kind of Frito-Lay, Coca-Cola trucks, yeah, you're bummed. Over the long run, you're not getting any essential fatty acids. So this is a thing that's going on, urban problemos. Nobody wants to diagnose. Nobody wants to talk about. It's not Elon Musk. It's not Stormy Daniels' boobies. It's not Trump and his fabulous comb-over hair and horrible, dreadful racism, America in the mirror. Oh my gosh. Deplorables, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. It's not any of that. What it is a lack of healthy calories for people that are poor. I think that's starting to be something. And then what about food sovereignty? Food sovereignty for some of the First Nations brothers and sisters that are still sovereign here on this great continent. Good for them. I hope they have food sovereignty. I hope they have local food production and that they're not just running a giant casino and importing everything on a Frito-Lay's truck into the reservation like a captured audience. Hopefully everyone is starting to embrace traditional ways and going back local, fishing, hunting, getting in touch with the environment, getting in touch with the local ecosystem and top tier predators in your area. If you're in touch with the top tier predators, if you're a soulful hunter in your area, you're the best. You're the one who knows what to do to take care of that area. And the grandmothers, of course, and all that other, of course, yes. Soulful wisdom, ancient wisdom, nurturing wisdom for the land, for you. Right now, the system is set up. You have to acknowledge, okay? Going forward, Just kind of like, oh, all I'm doing is everything to make sure that Biden gets reelected. And yeah, I just know that I'm really super afraid of Trump and I'm really triggered by white supremacy, right? So if that's all you got, then you're missing the boat, right? Because like the creeping corporate coup that like seized our treasury and, still runs our healthcare system for the interest of private equity. We haven't done anything about any of those things, right? And now there's some interesting union organizing going on, kind of in spite of the establishment, as it were. Uh, People are doing interesting union work and so forth. There's some interesting moments. It's very exciting for sure to see, and people calling for some really neat things, including an end to the ceasefire in Gaza. There was a great upswelling of energy and motion around that. No good follow up, no good media, but it's baby steps, and right now it's in its total crisis turned up to 11 though. That's the problem, right? Competing crisis. So anyway, yes, I still want to be anarchy. Yeah, welcome to my totally awesome affinity group. I actually have affinity for and within my affinity group. That is so awesome, and that allows me to make decisions on the fly and to be spontaneous and agile, but at the same time part of a larger collective through kind of like what the structure like my ancestors the Choctaws would have done through like a council fire kind of arrangement where circles, and we called them spokes, and they would be sent back to the larger meeting to represent the local group. These things cannot be arranged. Empowered decision making, local connection to food growth, emphasis on 3-generation families together, at least 3-generation, and hopefully more. But emphasis, if there are people that have relatives and they want to be together, they want to have access to each other, let's make that happen for sure, right? If people can live together, have a degree of privacy, but also live with their extended family, this is also something to be strived for. We're in a crisis now. This is future primitive. Game on. You know what I mean? They're coming at us with crazy shit now, and so we got to have some level of independence, some control over things like resources, water, land, families, family structure, culture, language. That's the kind of stuff that people were facing as they were facing removal on the Trail of Tears. This is the kind of thing that Palestinians are facing. This is the kind of thing that just like urban poor people are facing. I know it's horrible to equate those two. It's not quite on the same scale yet, from precarity for them yet. But the dense urban poor and homeless people are, they're often facing malnutrition. Certainly, like I've said, they've gone long periods of time totally missing certain nutrients are not in their diet. So, enough said. All right, rock on. Just wanted to get back in touch with the whole video rant and ramble.